as we move through the alchemical process of transformation, we've gone through calcination, we've gone through dissolution. The next stage is what we call separation. Now, separation in alchemy specifically has to do with picking out the pieces of what's what, right? It's about, okay, so jumbled up into this mess of emotion and ego and so forth in my life, there's some stuff that we want to keep. You know, there's some stuff that's part of our essential self. It's really part of our core values, who we are, what we're here for. And then there's other stuff that's really just part of our negative ego that we just need to get over ourselves, right? And so in the separation stage, it's like the emotions calm down, right? And you should never make a decision when you're in the throes of emotion. So when you're in the throes of the dissolution stage, not a good time to make decisions. But when you get into separation stage, now there's more clarity of mind that comes through, because we've adjusted, we've released the emotion, things are settling down, we can think more clearly again. And so this is where we start to ask ourselves questions. Okay, what's really true and what's not true? What's my stuff to own? What was really just them and their projection? Or what was, what is the universe trying to teach me with this lesson or this life experience? Or maybe it's not like, maybe it really is just a shitty experience, but what can I learn from it, right? What meaning can I give it for myself? How can I use this situation to help propel my growth, to help improve situations in my life? Because, we can only control our own choices and actions. And no matter what happens to us, we have choice, right? So some people may choose to be a victim about it, and then that becomes their story and they're always the victim to it. Or other people choose to take that same situation and rise above it and say, I'm not going to be a victim to this. I am going to use this as an opportunity to become stronger, to grow, to evolve, to work on my level of balance or my skill sets or whatever it may be, and I'm going to heal whatever was inside me that got triggered from this experience. And in that is what alchemy really wants us to do, is to rise above the conditions and to really start to use that as a catalyst for our own growth. We are here in life to grow, to evolve, and alchemy is how we do that. And alchemy is how we keep ourselves moving forward on that path of our own growth and evolution, and knowing like what the chart, the course that we need to chart ourselves, how to navigate our way through that process of change. So the separation stage is where we really start to pick out the pieces of what do we want to keep, what do we want to discard, what's essential, what's not, what's the impurity, where do I need to purify more in my life or heal, and then what are the pieces that we really want to make sure that we take and carry forward in our lives from here. And so separation really requires a lot of mental acuity, clarity, and self-reflection, and really asking yourself the right questions and being honest with yourself and telling yourself the truth about the situation. So that's a bit about separation. In the sense of alchemy, it's an important part of alchemy. Actually, alchemy's formula says to separate and then recombine. So it's not just about separation. This is really important because we need to move on to the next stage, which is where we start to recombine. And in alchemy, we go through several stages of separating and recombining. But after we separate, we then go through a process of purifying the different aspects of the essential ingredients that we want to keep, but each of those things have some impurities, so we need to purify them separately. And then once they're purified, then we bring them back together as we carry forward into the next stage. So if you want to check out more about alchemy and learn more about how this applies to our life, go and read The Game Changers, Social Alchemists in the 21st Century, and especially get that second edition, which is the updated version.